Okay, so you saw my short probably in my 1 week update of doing the weight loss stuff with Zinzino. So they had purchased or bought out It Works, right? And added their product line in. And it doesn't necessarily mean that all their products will stay. They sell out what they've got and then they'll repackage or reformulate the packaging to match the Zinzino look once they realize or decide which products are going to keep. So right now I've been doing the weight loss one and really, really liking it. But here's the thing, you guys, I'm giving you everything. I did the 30-second, whatever it was, short update, and I wanted to come on and give you the longer version also. So here's the fun thing. Okay, so it's very simple. So you start off in the morning and I drink water, and then I take a little more water with just one of these capsules called Slimmer. I'll just show you kind of the size. There you go. There is the size. So you take one of those in the morning, and then I make my hot water, and then I grab my keto coffee. And here's one package. You get 15, so you need, per month, you need 2 of these, and then 1 Slimmer and 1 burner, or Burn Plus. 1 Burn Plus, 1 Slimmer, and then 2 bags of keto coffee for what I'm doing. So I did one, and I did for myself vanilla cream, and I didn't like the flavor in my first video when I started. I kind of gave a 1-day update just so you could see and hear from me, or was it a 2-day? And I did not like this flavor, but I actually found if I go get my favorite brand and creamer, yes, I'm breaking the keto, but you know, the ketosis, but it's so little cream. It's like a tablespoon of cream in my coffee, and I don't know how much that breaks it, but that's all I'm doing till approximately noon. So I add it to this, and I'm able to take this now. But I did lose 1 pound. I lost some inches in some areas, but I gained inches, so they zeroed out. I'm okay with that because I do a workout Monday and Friday with weights. And then on the other days, I do other exercise, but nothing major. So that hasn't changed. That's kind of something I've been doing all along. So it didn't surprise me with the inch loss, and I was okay with that. So those are the additions of what I did for the weight loss side. But for 3 months prior, 3 months? 2 months, 2.5 months, I don't know. I've been doing Zinzino's base product. I started with the balance oil. Did that for a few days to see how I would do with it. And then I added in their Extend, their multivitamin / mineral complex / immune support. And I take 3 of these. I muscle test out myself, so I did 3 of those. And I've been kind of holding steady at that amount. And then I take half a scoop of this. This is their Xenobiotic. So these are like their 3 hero products, or their box, or the 3 products that they recommend taking together for whole good health, right? The baseline health. And you can start with balance oil and see how you do with just that, and then add in the others. But I chose to do this, and then I just waited a few days between each of them. And so then I added this in, and it's fiber / pre-pro postbiotic and other things. And I can't remember every detail, but you guys, this lasts me more than a month. I don't know exactly how much is in here, but for like servings, let's see if I can figure this out. So 1 scoop equals 30 servings, and I not every single day do a full scoop. I'll do a half scoop in the morning, and if I remember, a half scoop at night. I've been trying to do this around the meal time, like right before the meal, but I'm okay with that. So that's what I started initially. And then about 3 months in, I added this in. So the next thing I didn't talk about was, okay, so I talked about the keto coffee. I talked about taking Slimmer first thing in the morning. And then with your biggest meal, you're supposed to do this. This is kind of where I've been struggling, you guys. I keep forgetting to take it right before the meal. the biggest meal, which is our dinner time when my husband comes home from work. Then I get busy making the meal and I forget to take it. And it's like, I need to put this somewhere. So if you have a suggestion of where to put this so that I remember to take it, I just put it in the center of the table, but it drives me bananas there because then it's still going to be probably when I'm taking the meal, and I want to take it like prior to making the meal. So I've been trying to think, how do I get this in me without forgetting? Like, where have you found a good place to put it to remind yourself to take something right before a meal? So yeah, so that's kind of what I've been taking as a whole here, these 6 products. And I love natural stuff, so I try other things, but I'm not like, oh, and that was another thing I went, because I was trying to find protein. I don't get enough protein in a day, so I found this Body Health Perfect Amino, and you don't break your keto or ketosis, your fasting mode. And I like to try do that as long as I can till noonish, 1-ish. So I'm going roughly probably about 8 o'clock to noonish. So what is that? 16 hours or 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 16 hours. I like to do 16 to 20 hours of no eating if I can do it. And it's not always perfect, but I like doing it that route. I've really wanted to flip the switch and not do it in the morning and actually get my protein, better protein like eggs and things in with, initially eating in the morning. But I thought, I'm one of them that it's just been such a habit doing that for probably like 3-4 years now, maybe longer. It's worked with my schedule and how I eat and everything. I've just never liked breakfast. So, I go through periods where, okay, I'm going to get my protein in the morning. I'm going to do my eggs, my shake, whatever. I'm going to get as much protein, up to 30 grams as possible first thing in the morning and front load. So I last all day. But I'm finding since changing this, I'm actually pretty good still going and having energy. But I thought, to get my protein in better, I thought I'm going to try this because it doesn't break the fasting. So you take 5 tablets a day. They're gluten-free, dairy-free, paleo, and keto-friendly. What is, how many grams of protein do I get? Okay, so it's like roughly this 5 tablets, 5 grams with utilization comparable to dietary protein consumption of whey, soy, dairy, and nuts is 29 grams, meat, poultry, fish, 15 grams, and eggs of 10 grams. Not sure exactly what that means, but I've been excited. I have only done this for a few days because I wasn't excited to add one more thing in, but I thought, you know what, if this gives me roughly 25 grams of protein to tide me over till lunch and then supper, I'd love it. So with that said, you guys, if you have any suggestions, and water, I drink plenty of water. I do 2 of these. I have one gold one like this, a Walla bottle, and this pink one, and I fill both, and I drink those both by the end of the day. And I think that's about it right now. So, and I feel like I'm doing really good with this program. It's just like we always talk about, when you're changing up your schedule, it takes a little bit of time to get acclimated to your new lifestyle, right? So adding those 3 things in, actually 4, because I added this and it took a while to get to me. So once I got it, I was like, do I want to do this right away? And then I was like, I do, because I want to get my protein in. So there you go. I am always open to suggestions about, the ketosis, the whatever, I really like that part of not eating and not thinking of what to eat. It makes such a difference for me because I'm one of them that, I can go till noonish all the time. And I've been that way probably years and years since I was single. And breakfast was never my thing. I could never get it in. So I was like, okay, here we go. So I haven't really noticed any difference with it, so I'm not like sold on it, but I love the idea of getting some protein in. Okay, there you go. You got the update. Have a good one.